Okay then, testing, 1 2 1 2. Okay, let's try that one again. Testing, 1 2 1 2. There we go. Hello, and good evening. It is the 3rd of April 2024, and we're back after our long vacation period. We are back, and today we're opening up a whole bunch of the new set, Temporal Forces, hoping to find some A-Spec cards and some paradoxes of the past and the future. Now, we're still setting up for a minute on our end, so while we do indeed finish getting ready, please get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack, get yourself comfortable. We're back after the break with the pack opening of Temporal Forces, and I'm also going to leave you with some Accumula Towns, so here we go. Hello, and good evening to you all, my lads, lasses, non-binary compasses. It's good to be back. It's I, Captain Steel 379, on the microphone once again, and once again, tonight we're back with some PTCGL. Let me just get rid of that screen cover. Again, a big thank you to Tera Pokemon for that incredible Captain Steel Tinkerton artwork, as always. And yeah, tonight we're not looking to play any games tonight. We're actually not looking to play any games tonight. Instead, what we're looking to do is we are looking to crack open a whole bunch of Temporal Forces booster pack codes and an ETB code and all the other kind of good stuff, because I've been to pre-releases, I picked myself up an ETB, I've got quite a number of booster packs to my name, and I must admit, in real life, I've pulled some rather nice stuff, so let's see if we can replicate that here as well. As you can see, I've wasted no time in dropping links to both the Discord and the YouTube, so if you want to keep up to date with goings on behind the scenes, new emotes, animations, etc., as well as interacting with an amazing community, you know exactly where to find us on the Discord, and if you want to go back and rewatch a bunch of old Captain Steel cringe, please go ahead and give that YouTube channel a subscription. It helps us out immensely. Thank you very much, Lee. I can already see that Mr. Robot... Is it Mr. Robot? It is indeed Mr. Robot. Mr. Robot is in the chat. Hello, and good evening. I hope you're doing well. Hey, Steel, how are you? Bit of a loaded question, that one. I'm both doing good, and I'm very, very lonely. And the only reason why I'm very, very lonely is because I had to leave my girlfriend behind in Belgium from my vacation. Oh, well, at least she comes and sees me in November. Right then, let's keep the Accumula Town going. It's a nice relaxing thing. Let's give it that starting soon, for we've officially begun right now. And let's not waste too much time. We're going to go over to the redeem page, and yeah, no offense. I don't trust I don't trust people. That's a bit harsh, but it's true. Don't trust people, so I'm just going to cover up the screen one more time while I input the first load of booster pack codes. Thanks again to Tera Pokemon. Okay, and I just want to start off with something, well, the very specific stuff is what I want to do. So I'll definitely do a prize pack. Build and Battle Box, that's one of the ones I'm looking for. Temporal Forces, Build and Battle, there we go. Temporal Forces, prize pack, I'll do the prize pack. Temporal Forces, Prize Pack, Temporal Forces, Build and Battle, so I've got 3 of those. Another Prize Pack, that'll do. Temporal Forces, 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 Forces. Ah, there it is, the ETB. I was wondering where the bloody hell that was. Okay, there we go. It may not be 10 code cards, but okay, let me have a quick count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? We can begin with 7. Let's see. We've got Paradox, Pack 4, Pack 4, Pack 4. There you go. In fact, no, there we go. I've got 10. So this is going to be our Build and Battle boxes from Temporal Forces as pre-releases, as well as prize packs and the ETB. There you go. That's a good way of starting everything off. So let's have a quick look. Doot. So, chat, I know if you miss a little, you miss a lot. So, how has your last couple of weeks been? Hopefully they've been, not terrible. At the very least, I hope they've not been terrible. But at the most, I hope they've been bloody awesome. So, yeah, how's things with you, chat? Hopefully you're doing well. Must admit, throughout today I had to catch up with a whole bunch of different stuff, like grocery shopping, because I was running out of stuff. Mostly relaxing. Good to hear. That is indeed good to hear. Because take it from a man who can't take the stuff. Stress sucks. So it's good to hear that it's been mostly relaxing. Must admit, the last couple of weeks have been super relaxing for me as well. Definitely needed. Definitely needed. There we go, number 8. We've got 2 more to go. You may be wondering why I don't just, scan the QR codes. Two very good reasons. One, I find this more fun. Okay, I've accidentally got one Obsidian Flames booster pack in there as well. Fuck it, why not? And then the other reason being, if I was to put on my camera, I would get instantly banned off of Twitch. Not because of anything insidious, but just because I am that fugly. So, yeah, that's kind of the reason. That's kind of the reason why. Okay, there we go. We've got 10 booster packs. Let's take off the artwork. Again, a big thank you to Taos Likes Pie. Let's redeem those codes and let's see what we pull. Here we go, chat. Our first 10 booster packs, 9 of which... Well, okay, a couple of which are build and battle kits. A couple of which are prize packs. So, there are 4 different promo cards we can pull from our build and battle boxes. We have Miridon, Koridon, and Metang. They're the big 3. And then you got Feraligatr. Feraligatr's cute, but yeah, I kind of want Miridon and Koridon and Metang. So, let's have a look. So, in our first build and battle box, we've got Feraligatr. Feraligatr. A Croconaw. A Croconaw. A Totodile, one of my absolute favourite starter Pokemon of all time. Genuinely one of my favourite starter Pokemon of all time. I love Totodile. 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 Okay, we've got Koridon. So, this is the brand new, ancient-styled Koridon with Primordial Beatdown, fighting in the colourless for 30 for every ancient Pokemon that you have in play. Maximum 180 damage for 2 energy is not bad. And in a ancient-specific deck, Koridon you can't go wrong with. We have a second Koridon. A third Koridon. We have a Great Tusk. Technically, this is the quote-unquote wrong Great Tusk. There's actually one that's more of a mill engine Great Tusk, and that's seeing a lot of success right now. So while this Great Tusk is right nice, yeah, it's not the one we're after. Another Great Tusk. We've got our first Fluttermane. Now this thing is going to kick some ass. Fluttermane. So whenever this thing is in the active spot, your opponent's active Pokemon will not have an ability, which is very, very nice. Hex Hurl, we got triple colorless. Professor Sada, you can build this up quite quickly. 90 plus 2 damage counters onto one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Very, very nice. We have a second Fluttermane. We have Relicanth, so we have Memory Dive, which is going to be very nice in certain decks. Basically, whenever Relicanth is in play, your evolutionary Pokemon can use attacks from their previous evolutions. It won't be for every evolution deck, but for the decks that can use, like, really good attacks, Relicanth is going to be great. We have our first Explorer's Guidance. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck. 2 into the hand, 4 you discard. And you may be thinking, but that doesn't sound too great. The thing is, you would be putting Explorer's Guidance into ancient decks, mostly into ancient decks. It's a pretty good tech card overall, but in ancient-specific decks that rely on Koridon and the new Roaring Moon, this thing can get Roaring Moon up and raring to go very, very quickly. We have Jacques. We have Professor Sada's Vitality. Good thing we've got a playset of that. We are going to be playing some ancient decks in the future. We've got a youngster. We've got the brand new, effectively low HP Battle VIP Pass replacement, Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Search your deck for 2 basics for 70 HP or less. Put them onto the bench, shuffle your deck. It can work in any time during the game, and it gets you 2 with the little bastard. So, yeah. It's not an automatic replacement, okay? Nest Ball is going to be great for your generic sort of basic pull. Buddy-Buddy Poffin is for your evolutionary decks, such as Charizard EX, etc. But great card nonetheless. IG, whatever made this pack love Koridon and Totodile. Yeah? We've got a Ultra Ball. We've got Ancient Booster Energy Capsules. Very, very nice. We've got a Basic Energy. 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 An Energy that is basic. And another Basic Energy. Big Shark. Basic Energy. Basic Energy. And a Basic Energy. Another Basic Energy. A Basic Energy. Another Basic Energy. An Energy that is basic. Another Basic Energy. We got a Luminous Energy. And I think our last card is going to be our promo, so... okay, so it is the promotional Koridon with Primordial Beatdown. I am very happy with this. Very happy with this. Wait, what? Okay, we also have a Miridon in this deck. The fuck? Or is it that we're opening up all 3 build and battle kits at the same time? Is that what's going on here? Okay, so we opened up one. Okay, I think that's what's going on here. So, we opened up one build and battle kit, and our promo was the Koridon. That ended the first build and battle kit overall, very, very nice. We're now into the second build and battle kit. We're starting off with Miridon. So this could potentially be the Miridon Metang build and battle deck box that I had IRL during one of my pre-release events. So we got Miridon. And the thing you'll notice about this Miridon is it's now classified, like Koridon is classified as an ancient Pokemon, this one is classified as a future Pokemon, which means that cards such as Techno Radar and, oh god, what was the other one? A Future Booster Energy Capsule will now affect Miridon, the same as Ancient Booster Energy Capsule will now affect Koridon. These are, I mean, unless you're still playing an electric-centric deck, these are the best Koridon and Miridon we've got right now. Let's have a look-see. I wish you could play YouTube and Twitch in the background on Switch like you can on PlayStation and Xbox. Oh, in the background. Right. No. Okay, so you... Okay, I know exactly what you mean by that now. Okay, so we got 2 Miridon. We got 3 Miridon. We've got Iron Thorns. Okay, so this is a brand new future Pokemon. For 1 electric, 1 colorless, you do Destructo Press. 70 damage for every every future card that you can mill off the top of your deck in the first 5 cards. It's a lot of damage to be sure, but I don't like discard attacks. So I don't think I'll be using this Iron Thorns. There's a new EX Iron Thorns coming out in Twilight Masquerade, which is our next major set in about 7 weeks' time. That basically says, whenever this Pokemon is in the active, EXs on your opponent's side of the field, other than other future EXs, do not have abilities. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Iron Thorns EX to come out in Twilight Masquerade, and, oh yeah, then we're gonna have a fucking deck, because we've got Iron Hands EX, we've got Iron Thorns EX, we've got the new Miridon to build them all up, and even as a tech play, you can stick in the new Blood Moon Ursaluna, and goddamn, you are gonna have yourself some heavy hitters there. Another Iron Thorns? Another Iron Thorns. We've got 3. 4 even. We've got a playset. Yep, there it is. Big Bad Metagross. 180 HP, which makes it one of the bulkier Stage 2s. We've got Meteor Mash for 60. So during the next turn, if this Pokemon can stay in the active and attack continuously with Meteor Mash, your first one will do 60, and then consecutives will do 120. I'll be honest, it's not the best Metagross we've ever had, but we've had a lot worse. And then for 1 steel, triple colors, 200 and discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. It's not terrible, but it's not great. Second Metagross. Here's the star of the show, Metang. So you've got the ability Metal Maker. Once during your turn, you look at the top 4 cards of your deck, attach any number of basic steel energy from your 4 cards to your Pokemon in any way you like. Shuffle the other cards and put them on the bottom of the deck. I had to call a judge on somebody during pre-release because somebody didn't read this correctly. All they saw was shuffle the cards. They didn't see put them on the bottom of the deck. So they shuffled their entire deck, which of course led to a broken game state. Had to call a judge and the win came to me. Look, the thing is, or was that someone else? No, that was someone else. Somebody else did that to me, and yeah, no. Sorry, I overheard somebody say that. Oh, God, you can tell I've got the memory of a fucking dead goldfish. Someone else had that happen to them. I, on the other hand, stopped somebody. That's right. I actually stopped somebody when they were grabbing their deck and saying, "Wait, stop! Look at the card! Look at the card! Look at the card!" Because I was playing the exact same thing they were, and it was just a case of, oh, that's what it says. So, yeah, somebody else had the judge called on them. I stopped somebody from making that mistake. That's what happened. Again, dead goldfish memory. I do apologize. Second Metang. And here's our new Beldum. One of the better Beldums we've had in very, very recent years. 70 HP, 1 retreat cost. Can't complain about that one, really. So there we go. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3. Okay, we've got a Cypher Maniac's code breaking. This is going straight into Golden Go. Thank you very much, Lee. Search your deck for 2 cards, put them on top, shuffle the rest of the cards, shuffle the rest of your deck. So, if you were around during the Sun and Moon era, this is Mallow, basically. Got another Jacques. Got a Miriam. We got a Morty's Conviction. Great card when played at the right time. So it's basically a less cost heavy Zinnia's Conviction. So you discard one card, draw a card for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. In decks that like their bench Pokemon, like Future Box, Ancient Box, etc., this is going to be great. In some cases, it may not be that fantastic, but oh yeah, Morty's Conviction is gonna see play. We got Youngster, we got Buddy-Buddy Poffin, Techno Radar, as I was saying earlier. Techno Radar's stocks went up with this set. Future Booster Capsule, we got a Basic Energy, and a Basic Energy, and a Basic Energy, an Energy that's Basic, and a Basic Energy, 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 and an Energy that is Basic, and a Basic Energy, and a Basic Energy, a Basic Energy, a Basic Energy, Luminous Energy. Okay, our next card is going to be the promo for this particular build and battle box. We are looking for Metang, Miridon. I mean, I will take for Alligator, just no dupes. No dupes, baby. No dupes! Hey! That's what we're talking about. The Miridon. Such a cool looking fucking card. It really is. But okay, on to the third and final build and battle box then. We have Feraligatr and Feraligatr. Croconaw and Croconaw. Totodile, Totodile, Totodile. I think we've got a repeat. Oh, maybe not then. Metagross. Metagross, which gives us our playset. Metang. Metang, which gives us a playset. Beldum, which gives us a playset. Beldum, which is spare. Beldum, which is spare. Relicanth. We got Jacques. We got Jacques. We've got Youngster. We've got Youngster. Yeah, I think this is like the Metang for Alligator deck. So I predict that I don't want it to be, but I predict that our promo is going to be for Alligator. I want it to be Metang, but I think it's going to be for Alligator. But we've got Morty's Conviction, Buddy-Buddy Poffin, we've got Buddy-Buddy Poffin, we've got Energy that's Basic, Basic Energy, and 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 Basic Energy, Basic Energy, Basic Energy, Basic Energy, Energy that is Basic, and Basic Energy, Basic Energy, and Basic Energy, and Basic Energy, Basic Energy, and our promo is, it is the Feraligatr. Oh, that's not fair. Yep, we got the Feraligatr. It's a cool artwork, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, it is a cool artwork, and we are going to look at the different artworks, of course, but I really wanted that Metang. I actually pulled the Metang IRL. It's such a cool looking artwork, which you wouldn't think for a Stage 1. Okay, into the Elite Trainer box then. I did decide to go for Walking Wake because I'm much more of a fan of Walking Wake compared to Iron Leaves. If it was Iron Boulder or even Iron Crown on the box, I'd have gone for that in a heartbeat. Or if it was all three, I'd have gone for the Futuristic Swords of Justice, 100%. But unfortunately, no. So yeah, I went with Walking Wake. So we got Walking Wake sleeves, Walking Wake deck box, and the promotional Fluttermane artwork. Very, very cool. Okay, so we got 6 booster packs, most of which are going to be Series 4 prize packs. There are going to be some amazing cards in here, including, I think, Arven and Jock. Charizard EX from Obsidian Flames I know is in here as well. So, yeah, we've got a variety of different stuff that we can find. But what do we got? We've got Capturing Aroma, Revavroom, a Bravery Charm, and another Bravery Charm. That would have actually been a pretty tits pack to pull IRL, to be quite fair. Into another prize pack. Oh my god, you can get Crown Zenith, the Lost Vacuums in this thing? Ooh, that tickles something in me, chat. I loved Crown Zenith's goofier artwork. We've got Defiance Band. Really? You can get Baxcalibur promos? Now that is interesting. Director Clavel, which actually may see a lot of play now with the Battle VIP pass gone. You'd need a way of finding Clavel, like, continuously on, like, turn 1, turn 2 at the absolute most, but, yeah, Director Clavel could actually genuinely see some play now. It says 3 basic Pokemon with 120 HP, so, yeah. And Nest Ball. On to another prize pack. We've got Super Rod, Jet Energy, Klefki, Curlier, again? And Kyogre. A terrible Kyogre, though. What the heck is that? Pokemon ZA looks good. I'm a happy Game Freak is taking a step back for a year. The thing is, we don't know what it's going to be like. We need to wait and see there's actual, like, gameplay footage, etc., etc. Don't get me wrong. I loved Arceus. With a few exceptions. But I'm not counting my Torchics before they hatch. On to the next prize pack. We got Jet Energy, Iono, Claydol, Electric Generator, and Skeletor GX. Yes! Let's have a look. And it really is. Really is what? Okay. So, yeah, Skeletor GX. Very happy with that one. Love my Skelly boy. We got Iono, Arven, Baxcalibur, a very nice basic energy. Ooh. And Fortress EX. You know what? That's it. We are pulling banger after banger out of those prize packs. Okay, and the last one's Obsidian Flames. As I said, it was just kind of accidentally left in there. So yeah, I figured why not. And it brought us to 10. A nice rounded 10. So got Rowlet, got Crabominable, Reverse Holo Cleffer, Reverse Holo Glimmet, and the rare pack is going to be Palafin. There's actually a brand new Palafin. There's actually a really brand new Palafin in Temporal Forces that, yeah, I'll be honest, kind of blows this one out the water. No pun intended. So, let's actually have a look at the big stuff that we got. So, we got the sleeves, we got the depth box. Got loads of Metang now, which I'm very, very happy about because Metang is a really cool stage 1. Plays it at the Feraligatr, so I don't think I went over what Feraligatr does. So, once during the turn, you may put 5 damage counters on the Pokemon. Oof, that is a hefty price to play. But during the turn, attacks used by this Pokemon will do 120 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So, if you combine this with Relicanth, you can do something like Reverse Thrust for 150 for 1 energy. That's really not too terrible. You can do Big Bite for 130. Or you can just go Giant Wave and do 280 and knock out everything from a Arceus V-Star downward. ZA probably will have lots of elements from the unreleased Pokemon Z and Gen 7 encounters with Zygarde, maybe. Probably wouldn't be made if Pokemon Z existed. Not sure about that one. You know how companies love their money. We got a playset of Iron Thorns. We got 2 Fluttermane. Well, technically 3. 2 Relicanth. Here we go. There's the artwork for the promotional for Alligator. Very, very nice. I always have love for Alligator. There's the promotional artwork for Koridon. Or should I say, what is it they called it? The Winged Crown? I think it was called Winged Crown or something like that. It was like what Professor Sada called it during the time travel stuff at the Katakuri Lake. Or is it Kitakami? Kitakami. It was Kitakami Lake. And then you got the Iron Serpent, aka Miridon, from Professor Turo. God damn, this artwork goes so hard. It doesn't have to, but it does. We also, there's the promotional Fluttermane as well. As I said, so cool. I'm usually sick and tired of seeing Fluttermane simply because of watching VGC streams and stuff. But goddamn, I hate to say it, it is still a really cool Pokemon. And then a whole bunch of credits which we can put towards, fashioning a whole bunch of very nice blingy cards. We're almost at 100,000 credits, damn it. Alright then, let's cover up that screen once again. And, okay, so this is it now, chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 35. So, what are we looking for out of these booster packs? Ace specs? That's right, if you were around during the black and white days, Ace spec cards are back. And by God, they came back with a goddamn vengeance. Master Ball received a straight up reprint, so if you got an old Master Ball, you can play that. Specifically the Ace spec Master Ball. You can't go back too far. You know, unfortunately, it's not like your generic Switch cards. You can't go back that fucking far. But yeah, Master Ball received a reprint. If you remember back in the Sun and Moon days, the supporter card Guzma was extremely powerful. They reprinted that as a bloody item card and have called it Prime Capture. I'm not bloody joking. There's a specific Ace spec for future and past. There's also a couple of generic tool cards, which, you know, won't see the most amount of play, but are still very nice to have as options in the back pocket anyway. Now you may be asking, which ones did I pull in real life? Oh, chat. I was fortunate enough to actually pull a goddamn Prime Catcher in real life, as well as a Master Ball. So yeah, I was able to pull 2 Ace specs out of 35 packs, which apparently is pretty goddamn good going. Also pulled a whole bunch of other nice stuff too, like the Full Art Raging Bolt that's in the set. I pulled a Full Art Eri as well, if I remember correctly, which was very, very cool. Let's see who else. I pulled one of the new Dunsparce. I must admit, some of the new toys to play with have given me some major considerations for the Tinkerton deck. Because yes, I do want to go back and rebuild Tinkerton EX. Because as I said, with a whole bunch of new toys comes a whole new range of possibilities for us to smash it with a hammer. Okay, we are one code away from starting this party proper. Why? Okay. Okay, then, here we go. Let's have a look. See, Kraken, hello. It's good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well this evening. I'm going to head out now. Steel, no worries at all, Mr. Robot. You have yourself a good evening. Look after yourself, and hope to see you again. Hope you get some good cards. Thank you very much, Lee. Thank you. Right then, here we go. Our first 10 of 35 packs of Temporal Forces. Chat, raise your hands in the air. We want some BPE. Let's have a look-see and see what we get. We've got Seedot. We've got Mudbray. There he is, the brand new Palafin. We got Vanguard Punch for 130 for one energy, which is already very, very cool. But the attack will do 10 more damage. Oh, sorry, no. Sorry, I'm reading it the wrong way around. This Pokemon will do 10 damage to itself for each damage counter that's upon it. So, way back in the day, there was a Crabominable that basically did the same thing. And that thing saw, yeah, it was niche play and it was a bit of a rogue deck, but it was fun as hell. We're going to be rebuilding that archetype with Palafin. We got Reverse Hollow Metagross, very, very cool. Reverse Hollow Palafin, yeah, baby. If we're doing Palafin, we're doing Palafin right, is what we're doing. And the rare of the pack is going to be the fucking brand new Dunsparce, because why the hell not? So, once during your turn, you may draw 3 cards. If you draw any cards in this way, shuffle this Pokemon and all cards attached to it back into your deck. Chat, this Dunsparce is really actually kind of nice. And do you want to know the best part? The Dunsparce itself has 70 HP, or is it 50? It's either 50 or 70 HP and free retreat. Which means that your Dunsparce isn't a useless sack of potatoes. Which is actually kind of cool. They actually made a proper 1-2 punch combination, you know, for once. So yeah, it's not the most explosive start, but it's a nice start. So here we go, on to the next pack. We got Charger Bug. The brand new Screamtail. So, 90 HP, 1 retreat cost, 1 colorless, heals 100 from one of your benched Pokemon. So it doesn't have to be ancient. And then 2 for 40, it's terrible. Are you genuinely going to be playing Screamtail in place of any other ancient Pokemon? I mean, other than to fill out the numbers for something like... genuinely other than to fill out the numbers for something like... Roaring Moon or Koridon, not really. We got the brand new Center Scorch, nothing to write home about. Reverse Hollow Excadrill. I hate the fact that they keep doing my boy Excadrill. So fucking dirty. It's terrible. Keldeo, not terrible, not bad. But the rare of the pack is going to be the brand new Melmetal. Again, I'm upset by this. Melmetal is... it's not good. 5 for 230 is not enough. 5, and the thing is, it's vanilla. It's as vanilla as it gets. 2 steel, 1 colorless, 120. It's nowhere near worth it. You can get better attacks for cheaper. And then 4 metal, 1 colorless, 230. Again, better attacks, cheaper cost. So they basically did 2 of my favorite Pokemon dirty, god damn it. Okay, on to the next Temporal Forces. We've got Girafarig. The Farigiraf in this set is actually pretty decent. We've got Medicham, not good. We've got Bronzong, very, very niche, but Evolution Jammer is not awful. We've got the brand new Breloom, not great. Reverse Hollow Mr. Mime. I mean, if you're going first, going second, look-alike show is actually kind of bloody hilarious if, you know, if you can hit the correct supporter card off of your opponent's hand. And the rare of the pack is going to be another goddamn Melmetal. The thing is, I want to... It's going to sound weird, but I want to playset the Melmetal simply so that whenever we get any more Melmetals, they just get like ground up into credits, which makes them infinitely more useful. It will make them... Wait, what? A prize pack? I thought I had all... Temporal. Oh, there was. Okay. So I think I have like 34 packs. Unless I've put some prize packs in here. Temporal. Okay, so there were a couple of prize packs that snuck their way in here. Okay. Never mind. I mean, more cards to open and more cards to open, you know what I mean? We've got Iono, Superior Energy Retrieval, Mimikyu, a very nice Reverse Hollow Dark Energy, cool, and Directed Clavel Reverse Hollow. Give me a playset of those. Okay, back to Temporal Forces, back to the main show itself. We've got Skitty, we got Chatot. Wait, Acapella, search your deck for up to 3 basic Pokemon, put them onto your bench, shuffle the deck. Holy hell, that's a call for family. Wow. Okay, so Chatot may also be going into the Tinkaton deck at this point. Jesus. We got the brand new Iron Treads. Dual Core, whenever this Pokemon has got a futuristic booster energy capsule, it's classified as 2 different types in fighting and steel. So fighting and steel, which, you know what, is not a bad combination. And then you got Wheel Pass for 60, 120 with the weakness, move and energy from this Pokemon to one of your benched Pokemon. 80 to do with the futuristic boost of energy capsule, so you're hitting 160 with weakness. And then of course you got Iron Crown EX, which can increase the attack power of, it can increase the attack power of future Pokemon by another 20. So really, if you're set up correctly, you're doing at least 100 to 120. And of course you got weakness to clock in with that one. So you know what, Iron Treads has got some gas in the tank if you can get it set up. Reverse Holo Rellor, the Rabska, there you go. Okay, so Rabska in this set is your Jirachi and Manaphy replacement. Yes, it's a stage 1. Yes, it's going to be clunky, but if you can get that thing onto the bench and protect it, it will protect you superbly well. Reverse Holo Rockruff, and the rare pack is going to be the brand new One Prize Roaring Moon, and apparently I've already got some? Okay, whatever you say, game. So, for those of you who don't know, Darkness Pokemon, Wheat Grass. The main attack you're using this with is Vengeance Fletching, 2 Darkness, 70 plus 10 more for every Ancient card in your discard. And notice how it says Ancient card. Tool cards, item cards, supporters, other Pokemon. This thing doesn't care. If it has Ancient on it, it will increase its power output, which, can get ridiculous very stupid. And very, very quickly. Okay, here we go. Another Temporal Forces. We got a Girafarig. Another Palafin. The brand new Iron Hands. I don't know how... compared to EX, I don't know how this Iron Hands is going to stand up for the long term. But you've got 1 electric, 1 colorless. Volt Wave for 30. Flip a coin if heads. Your opponent's active is now paralyzed, which can buy you a turn. And then you've got Super Alloy Hands. 80 plus 80 if the target you're attacking into is a Pokemon V or EX. So you're doing 160. And again, Futuristic Boost of Energy Capsule, Iron Crown EX. To be quite honest, Iron Hands Baby Iron Hands is what we typically would call it in PTCG, because there's an EX, there's a 1 prize variant. The 1 prize variant is often called the baby version. It could have some gas in the tank. Reverse Holo Yamper. Reverse Holo Midday Lycanroc. If this attack was on a basic, it'd be better. And the brand new Macargo. That's right. Macargo actually got a little bit of a glow up. No pun intended. A bit of a glow up with the Generation 9's brand new model. I mean, to be quite honest, all they did was give Macargo's shell a few really deep cracks with, magma glowing out of them. But let's be completely honest, it needed a bit of a touch-up, it got its bloody touch-up, and it looks spectacular because of it. Does it make it a good Pokemon? Fuck no! But the attention to detail is nice. Okay, on to the next Temporal Forces. We've got look at the cute little Golett. We got Meditite, Colossal. I mean, to be quite fair, this thing could also have a bit of gas in the tank. Again, no pun intended. So for 1 fighting energy, the attack will do 80 more damage for each fire energy attached to this Pokemon. So instead of doing 40, it'll do 120, 200, etc., But you gotta keep that bloody fire energy coming. And then for 4 energy, you got Cragalanche, 150, and discard the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck. It's a stage 2, and while it has potential, there is no good way of accelerating fire energy. If this was the other way around, if Colossal was a fire Pokemon that did more damage based on its fighting energy or combined fighting energy on all of your Pokemon, this thing would be a terror. As it stands though, I don't know how well it's going to do. We got a Reverse Holo Iron Thorns. Now that is very, very pretty. Reverse Holo Azumarill. Unfortunately, that's just a terrible card. Amazingly cute artwork, terrible card. And the rare pack is going to be Walking Wake EX. Thank you very much. So we've got Azure Seas. Basically, any effects of this Pokemon's attack are not stopped by any effects currently on your opponent's active. Mimikyu cannot stop Walking Wake, basically. And then you got Catharsis Roar, which does 120 plus, I can't even read the card, so we'll have to look at it in a minute. We've got 3 packs of Temporal Forces remaining. No Ace specs yet. I'm hoping that changes. We got Azumarill. We got Seedot. We got another Palafin. We got Reverse Hollow Sableye. My girlfriend will be very happy with that one, and is actually pretty goddamn decent. We got Damage Collection. You may move any number of damage counters from your opponent's benched Pokemon to their active Pokemon. Now, I don't need to tell you that, yes, while this will require a little bit of, brain power to use efficiently, Sableye has got legs. Both in terms of physicality and in terms of, being useful. And by being 70 HP, you can grab it with Buddy-Buddy Poffin at any time. Reverse Hollow Metang. Ooh, if we didn't get the promo, I'm happy we got this. And the other pack is going to be Relicanth. Okay, 2 packs remaining of this 10 opening. We've got Litten. We've got Haunter. We've got Morty's Conviction, which gives us a playset. We've got Reverse Hollow Whimsicott. Not great. Reverse Hollow Miridon. I actually like the Reverse Hollows more than the Hollows for, the Future and Ancient cards. And the rare pack is going to be the brand new Koridon EX. Again, classified now as an Ancient card, which is very, very good. We got Retribution Strike. I can't read that, unfortunately. I think it's I think it does 10 extra damage for every damage counter on the Pokemon, which being a Dragon type means it won't take any weakness damage. So somebody has to hit at 230, or otherwise you're just, or you can just combine it with, something like not Luxurious Cape, the Hero's Cape, a spec tool card or whatever. And then you got Kaiser Tackle, 1 fighting, sorry, not fighting, fuck's sakes, I'm reading the wrong thing. 1 fire, 2 fighting, 280. Which, isn't too bad. Okay, we go. Last of the 10 pack here. We got Relor. We got Scyther. Shiftry. Reverse Hollow Licky Licky. Reverse Hollow Macargo. And the rare pack is going to be Melmetal. Ooh. Way to let me down, game. Way to let me down. Seriously though, that Chatot Acapella is as genuinely pretty awesome. 3 basics straight to the bench. Woof. You get that on turn 1 or whatever and you're good to go. Yeah, here we go. Vanguard Punch. This Pokemon does 10 damage to itself for each damage counter on it. Cool. If there's a Pokemon out there that can just heal over and over. Radiant Serena. There you go. Yeah, Radiant Serena could actually help out Palafin quite a bit. We're going to have to build that. We are genuinely going to have to build that. Here we go. Walking Wake. So, yeah, Azure Sea. Damage from the attack used by this Pokemon isn't affected by any effects. So again, Mimikyu can't stop this bloody thing. If your opponent's active Pokemon is affected by a special condition, the attack will do 120 more damage. Well, guess what ancient Pokemon can do that? As I say, Mr. Mime, as creepy as he is, to some people, I think he's fucking adorable. Lookalike show can be very, very funny. Your opponent reveals the hand. You may use the effect of a supporter card. You find that as the effect of this attack. The only thing is, they aren't forced to discard that card. In way back in the day, there was actually a Pokemon attack that did the same thing, but forced your opponent to discard that supporter. That would have been pretty awesome. I'm also just a little bit upset it's not the Galarian Mr. Mime, because I want a new Mr. Rhyme card. I really do. Also, that new Golett is very, very adorable. Okay then, time to cover the screen, and it's time for 10 more code cards. But let's actually make sure I've actually got 10 Temporal Forces lined up here. Yeah, Okay, there we go. I've got 10 Temporal coming up next. So, excellent. So far, so good. We've got, some interesting cards. Have we hit any of the major zingers? Not massively, to be fair. We've not hit any massive zingers, but, we've still got plenty of booster packs to go. I will tell you something though, chap, and I was very disappointed with this. I went into my local secondhand game shop today, and I found a copy of a game I've been wanting to add to the GameCube collection for quite a while. Mega Man Battle Network Transmission for the GameCube. Because I am a bit of a Mega Man fan, and I always did like Battle Network, both as an anime and as a game and a Game Boy Advance game. The only problem I have, and I hate this so much, the store did not have the manual for the game. And as an old school retro man, the game would have to be exceptionally rare for me to even consider buying something without the instruction manual. To be very, very honest with you. Because look, don't get me wrong, I do understand that some people don't see the value in the instruction manual, but I'm not one of those people. Also, they were charging £25 for the bloody thing. And the thing is, without its instruction manual, I'd argue you should be charging a third of the price that you should be, that you'd usually ask for. Because it's an incomplete package. You wouldn't buy a car without the bloody wheels. Okay, you wouldn't buy a house without a roof. Unless you talked down the price tremendously. So, yeah, not particularly impressed by that, to be completely honest. Now, am I blaming the store? No, of course I'm not blaming the store. Some idiots, some boobs just do decide to, unfortunately, lose or throw away their instruction manuals. Although, why on earth you do that is beyond me. However, I still think that instead of charging 25, they should be charging like 10. I'd have considered it for 10 without the instruction manual. But it's going to cost me money to replace the instruction manual, you know. But okay, let's move on from video games back to card games. We've got 10 more booster packs to open up. We're hoping for an ace spec of some sort. So what do we got? We've got Bronzor. We've got Beldum. Iron Treads. Reverse Lycanroc. Ah, the brand new Iron Jugulus. Far better than the other one. Far better than the other one. You've got the ability of automated combat. So if this Pokemon is in the active spot and if it's damaged by an attack, even if it's knocked out, you put 3 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. And then you can do Blasting Wind for 3 energy, 110. It's about average. To be fair, Blasting Wind is about average in terms of like energy to damage output, but it combines with its ability, so I'm thinking you're doing, if your opponent attacks into you, 140. Or if you do indeed have a futuristic boost of energy capture on it, 160. Because you'll be doing extra 20, 130, 3 and 3. Okay, but then with Iron Crown you can do even more, etc, etc. So the thing is, I'm not blasting Wind as hard as I did for Melmetal, because at least, the ability can make up for that. Can being the operative word. And the other pack is going to be a Bramblegast. I think this is a slept-on card. This Pokemon will gain 50 HP for each prize card your opponent has taken. And you got Powerful Needle, so if you've got a way of building up a grass attack very quickly, you can do so. Flip a coin for each energy attached to this Pokemon. The attack will do 80 damage for every heads. You can make this thing very bulky and hit very hard as long as your luck is with you. Do I trust myself, however, to get that kind of luck? No. But let's see what else we can grab here. Temporal Forces. We got the new Mawile. We got Invite and Strike. Switch one of your opponent's benched Pokemon to the active spot. The attack will do 30 damage to the new active. Very cool. We got the new Snom. There's actually a Trainer Gallery Snom that's just awesome in this set. We got the new item card, Hand Trimmer. So this is going to be extremely poor against Tinkatunny X. And what I mean by that is, poor me if I play Tinkatunny X and somebody plays a tech copy of this. Each player discards cards in their hand until they have 5. You do not draw up to 5, you just discard until you have 5. We've got Reverse Hollow Wiglet, Reverse Hollow Mr. Mime, and the Razorback is going to be another Melmetal. Well, at least we've got our playset now, and any of the Melmetal we get will be grinded down into credits, which makes them, as I say, infinitely more usable. On to the next booster pack. We've got Rockruff. We've got Duosion, Keldeo, Reverse Hollow Torracat, Reverse Hollow Sizzlipede, and the Razorback is going to be a Drampa. So you got Gentle Slap for 20, but then you got Raging Cannon for 100, and if all of your benched Pokemon have at least 1 damage counter upon them, the attack will do 220 damage. There are ways you can manipulate your damage. So, maybe Drampa will see tech play in some decks. I'm not expecting to see it in every single deck archetype. But okay, on to more Temporal Forces. We've got Licky Licky. We've got Litten. Behem. The attack does 20 more damage. Cosmic Beat Down. The attack will do 20 damage for each of your Pokemon in play. You're doing 120 for 1 energy on a stage 1 with 100 HP. So close, yet so far. Reverse Hollow Gollet. Reverse Hollow Turtwig. Amazing artwork on the Turtwig. And the rare pack is going to be another Drampa. Another Temporal Force. Here we go. We got Grubbin. We got the brand new Mist Energy. So as long as it's attached to a Pokemon, it provides a colorless energy. Prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon. So no poison, no burn, no paralysis, no confusion, and no damage counter placing. That's the key one. Remember, damage itself is damage itself. So if a card says do 130, blah blah blah, or 30 damage to something, that still goes through. But if it says put damage counters on, burn, paralysis, etc., it will not affect things with Mist Energy. This is in Lugia decks for a reason. We got Iron Jugulus, Reverse Hollow Sharpedo, Reverse Hollow Palafin, 2 more please, and the rare pack is going to be another Roaring Moon. Hey, that's what we like to see. Okay, here we go. Temporal Forces. We've got Dealing, another Seedot. We've got one of the 2 brand new Iron Valiant. This is what I consider to be the better of the 2 Iron Valiant. So you got 130 HP, 1 energy of any kind. So, you can slap this in any future deck. Gemini Laser, 20 to the active, 20 to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. And again, that damage to the active can be increased with something like Futuristic Boost of Energy Capsule, Iron Crown EX, etc, etc. So basically with a couple of modifiers you can take out really low HP Pokemon like Charmander, Jirachi, etc. Reverse Hollow Eri, Reverse Hollow Delmise, and the rare of the pack is going to be Feraligatr. We've already got plenty of Feraligatrs though. Okay, here we go. On to the next one. We've got Licky Licky. We got Electabuzz. There's a far better Electabuzz out there. We got, there you go. Here we go, Rabsca. Prevent all damage from and effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done to your benched Pokemon. Rabsca is your Manaphy and Jirachi replacement, and if you play Luminous Energy, to be completely honest, Psychic is you can have worst attacks on effectively a bench sitter. You can have worst attacks on basically a bench sitter, and goddamn Rabska does its job extremely well. Attach a rescue board to the thing, free retreat. You can't complain. Genuinely can't complain. Does it make it a really obvious target? Yes, but then your opponent has to chase down a fucking one prizer while you're setting up your other bench. It's like, beautiful. Reverse Holo Shinshino. This is one of the unsung heroes of Temporal Forces. It's currently seeing play in Lugia decks alongside Archeops for its attack special role. The attack will do 70 damage for each special energy card attached to this Pokemon. Now the wording of that is very specific. It's every special energy card. It's not the amount of special energies specifically, so you can't just load this thing up with like 3 double turbos and away you go. It would only be doing damage for the 3 cards themselves, not each of the individual colorless of a double turbo. Either way, it's a great card. It's a good card. We got the okay. Didn't expect to see this. We got the the Gallery rare Reuniclus. I could never pronounce this bloody gelatinous bastard's name. Reuniclus is what I'm going to say, and that's the best I'm going to do. Surrounded by Duosion and Solosis, that's actually pretty cute. And the rare pack is going to be a Fluttermane. You know what? There are worse rares to get. Okay, on to the next pack. We've got Bronzor. We got Meltan. We got Vikavolt. I don't know how well people are going to find a way of playing Vikavolt, but you've got Circuit Cannon for 2 electric, which is your main attack. 120 plus 80 more for every benched Charger Bug. So as you can imagine, 1 gets you to 200. 2 gets you up to 280. 3... 3 basically is a nuke. But I do not understand how on earth you're supposed to hit, you know, that kind of number. Maybe there are ways around it. Okay? But I do not have the brain big enough to figure that out. We have Reverse Holo Delcatty, Reverse Holo Charger Bug, and the rare pack is going to be another Bramblegast. We've got 2 more packs of this 10 left. Come on, give us an ace pack. Give us an ace pack. We've got our first Dunsparce. Okay, so I was in between. It's 60. It's 60 HP, which is about average for a basic, especially for an evolving basic. But free retreat. This Dunsparce is great. Don't get me wrong. Love the one from Crown Zenith, especially the Gallery rare. This Dunsparce blows it out the water. Yeah, okay, it doesn't have the ability, but to be quite honest, fighting types are not exactly the most common type at the moment. So at the moment, I would rather get the free retreat. Got another tour. Well, we got our first tour cap. We got first copy of Heavy Baton. This goes into any Iron Hand centric deck. If the Pokemon this card is attached to has a retreat cost of exactly 4, is in the active spot, and is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, it's very specific in what you have to do to fulfill the criteria, but it's not, impossible. You can move up to 3 basic energy from that Pokemon to one of your benched Pokemon in any way you like. You can see why this is going in a lot of Iron Hands decks, because Iron Hands is a pain in the tits to build up in the first place. This thing reduces the pain immensely. We got a Reverse Holo Licky Licky. We got the Gallery Rare Dealing. If we can get the Gallery Rare Sawsbuck, this makes just the whole picture, because you've got Autumn to Winter to Spring. On the Sawsbuck, you've got Spring to Summer to Autumn again, and it just keeps looping over and over and over again. It is beautiful. Usually I'm not big on like double to triple, Gallery Rare sort of things, but this is an exception. And the rare of the pack is going to be Miridon. Love it. 1 more pack remaining of this 10. We've got the brand new Minchino, cute little clay figurine. We've got the brand new Finizen. Don't like it. I'd be playing the other one, the 51 that allows you to switch the bench and evolve up into Palafin. Another Heavy Baton, that's what we like to see. Reverse Holo Lickitung. We got the Gallery Rare Relicanth. Hello! That's what I like to see. And the rare of the pack is going to be Well, Whimsicott. Talk about a dud. Talk about a dud to die on. But yeah, if we can find the Source Buck to complete the picture, this is honestly, it's such a beautiful two-piece. There's the Reuniclus. Oh, this might be the way you do it. Summoning Gate. Look at the top 8 cards of your deck. You may put any number of Pokemon you find there onto your bench. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. Okay, so you play the Solosis to Reuniclus line, maybe a Cypher Maniac's Codebreaker, guarantee yourself a... And it's colorless too, so you can actually play this with just Electric or at least one Psychic for potential brain shakes, but... Ooh, that... Chat, I think I might have just found my way of playing Vikavolt. Yeah, combine it with Jacques. Then you got Relicanth. I love this gallery because you got Laminions, Shelder, Tortugas. I think it's Tortugas. And then you got who saw the Huntail over here. Lovely artwork. Lovely, lovely artwork. What else did we pull that I really enjoyed as well? Yes, the Palafin Airy. Okay, so nothing too major. Again, nothing too major. We're running out of code cards though. So what do we got? Okay, so that's we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We've got 14 packs of Temporal Forces left to go. We have yet to hit an ace spec card. I am a little bit upset by that. I won't deny, a little bit upset by that. But let's see if we can change our luck. Let's see if we can change the luck around. I am hoping for something big though. Because the thing is, my IRL pulls have not been like god awful. As I said, I got like the full out Raging Bolt. I pulled two of multiple ace specs. Do you want to know the nice thing as well? You could actually build Palafin on a budget. And I reckon it could actually still do pretty decent. Plus you get to plus you would be able to manipulate prices and stuff maybe. Yeah, I'll probably look into I will probably look into a budgetary Palafin deck with the new one. Just to show you, you know, you can do good. You may not win. Okay, look, I'm not gonna like give you false hope, chat. There is a reason why a few cards are very, very expensive. As Mr. Dink would say. Very expensive, Douglas. But yeah, there is a reason why certain cards are very expensive, Douglas. I mean, it is Sawsbuck, but it's the wrong Sawsbuck. Changing seasons. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a stadium, put it into your hand. Nice. We got another Iron Jugulus. We got Reverse Hollow Scyther. Reverse Hollow Poochyena. And the rare pick is going to be Gouging Fire EX. Apparently, this is quite underrated right now. We got Heat Blast, which is your very basic 2 for 60. I mean, it's not anything to worry about. And then I literally cannot read the second attack, so we'll have to look at that in a bit. Okay, we got Meditite. However, an EX to kick off the next 10 is a very, very good omen, I think. We got Frostmoth, Pheasant, Croconaw Reverse Hollow, Reverse Hollow Roaring Moon, love that. And the rare pack is going to be a Holographic Roaring Moon. Okay, Moon to Moon. On to the next pack. We got Snom. We got Lycanroc. We got Sharpedo. Actually, how do you pronounce it? Is it Sharpedo or Sharpedo? We got Rellor. We got the Gallery Rare Litten. Aw, so look at them. They're so adorable. And the rare pack is going to be the brand new Tera Wugtrio EX. Hell to the yes. I've got this in real life. I can't remember what it does, and I can barely read that, and I'm not straining my eyes. So we'll read that in a bit. On to the next pack. So far, we're hitting hit after hit after hit here. This is where we're going to slow down tremendously, like a car crash. We've got a Bramblin. We've got the brand new Stadium Perilous Jungle. During Pokemon Checkup, 2 more damage counters on each poisoned non-dark Pokemon on both yours and your opponents. So you can see how that's going to work with Brute Bonnet. Talking of which, Ancient Boost of Energy Capsule. Reverse Hollow Lycanroc, Reverse Hollow Pineco, and the rare pack is going to be Miridon. So, okay. So the thing is, Miridon is a good rare to hit. It's just that we've got a playset, and all that's doing now is just adding to our credit counter. On to the next pack we go then. We've got Golett. We've got Ghastly. We've got the brand new Salvatore. Search your deck for a Pokemon that has no abilities and evolves from one of your Pokemon. Put it onto that Pokemon to evolve it. Shuffle your deck. You can use this card on a Pokemon you put down into play during this turn, or during your first turn. Yeah, when you were setting up play on a Pokemon that was put into play this turn. So basically, Salvatore is Wally. It's Wally with a stipulation. So, but way back when in the X and Y days, I want to say, Wally allows you to just evolve a Pokemon straight up. Yes, it was just supported for the turn, but it didn't have the stipulation where you couldn't have an ability on it. Salvatore is a weaker Wally. Yeah, no, he is genuinely a weaker Wally. Because, yeah, let's be completely honest. Where if you're evolving Pokemon, you want them to have an ability. Like Dunsparce to the Dunsparce, like Beldum to Metang, etc., etc. Yeah, but it's a way of balancing the card. Yep, and that's why Prime Catcher exists. Yeah, okay, that's an ace. Okay, well, you know what? I was just complaining about not getting a bloody ace spec. Here is your future-specific ace spec card. Reboot Pod. Basically, it acts halfway towards a Professor Sada's Vitality, where you can attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to each of your future Pokemon in play. So I'm very happy to have got this, because there are some future decks I really want to play. Reverse Hollow Hoothoot, and the rare of the pack is going to be a Fluttermane, which gives us a playset. Very, very cool. 5 packs to go. So we got ourselves Wugtrio, we got ourselves Gouging Fire, and we got ourselves a Reboot Pod. Happy about that. Very, very happy. We got Roly-Coly. We got another Chatot. We got Colossal. We got Reverse Hollow Ghastly. Reverse Hollow Sharpedo. And okay, the rare of the pack is going to be Iron Valiant. Now, this is the one where I said this is like the second one. I consider this one to be the weakest of the two. Because it's got a calculation for a Psychic, where you get to look at the top 4 cards of your deck and put them in any order. And then you got Majestic Sword, double Psychic, and a colorless 100. And then honestly, I can't even read that, so I'll have to check it out in a bit. So yeah, I think that one is definitely the weakest of the two. On to the next Temporal Forces pack. We got, what a way to start it off, a Metang, Croconaw, Perilous Jungle, Reverse Hollow Gemini Laser Iron Valiant. That is the one you're looking for. Thank you very much. Gallery Rare Bronzor, very, very cute. And the rare of the pack is going to be another Fluttermane, but that gives us 100 credits, which is nice. On to the next Temporal Forces pack then. We've got a Lickitung. We've got a Chatot. We've got a Lycanroc. Reverse Hollow Ekans. Reverse Hollow Solosis. And the rare of the pack is going to be a Roaring Moon. So another 100 credits. Thank you, thank you. 2 more packs remaining of this 10 pack. Come on. Hands in the air. BPE. We got Noctowl. We got Litten. We got our playset of Palafin. Reverse Hollow Roaring Moon, which I am very happy with. Reverse Hollow Vikavolt. And the rare of the pack is going to be another Fluttermane. God damn, how many of these things are they going to give me? I would gladly trade a Fluttermane for an Ace Spec right now. Here we go, the last pack of this 10 pack. What do we got? We got Ponyta, Mr. Mime, Futuristic Booster Energy Capsule, Reverse Hollow Delcatty, Full Metal Laboratory. Steel Pokemon that both belong to you and your opponent will take 30 less damage from attacks from the opposing Pokemon. Very nice. And the rare of the pack is going to be another Drampa. So obviously if you if you mix it up a bit with your Golden Go EX deck, Full Metal Laboratory becomes your stadium of choice. Because the thing is, you can combine stuff like the Dunsparce and Cypher Maniac's code breaking, and so much more with your draw engine that effectively Pokestop becomes a non-factor. But here it is, our first Ace Spec card, Reboot Pod. I am happy to have pulled this. I am actually genuinely happy to have pulled this. Would I have preferred Prime Catcher? Yeah, sure. Master Ball? I mean, it would have matched exactly what I had in real life. But Reboot Pod is great for future decks. Now, the specific rule when it comes to Ace Specs is that you can only have one Ace Spec of any kind. So if you play Reboot Pod, you can't play Master Ball. If you play Prime Catcher, you can't play Ancient Drum. It's called Drum of Awakening, but it is like part of the Ancient Archetype. So yeah, you have to pick your one and only Ace Spec card spectacularly well. As a general option, Prime Catcher is the best one. For more specific circumstances, Reboot Pod and Drum of Awakening are great. Neo Booster Energy, or whatever the hell it's called, is not spectacular outside of Stage 2 decks, and Master Ball is basically Ultra Ball with no cost. Every one of those Ace Specs does have a place, it's just that some you are going to see more than others, and Reboot Pod, I guarantee you, especially with the next set, Twilight Masquerade, as well as this set, you're going to see Reboot Pod Okay, and here we go. Last one. Okay, so we've got one prize pack, 4 Temporal Forces. Let's see what we can do. So from our prize pack, we get a Super Rod, Arven, Klefki, Jet Energy Reverse Holo, and a Reverse Holo Rare Candy. Cool, cool, cool. But here's the main show. We've got 4 more packs of Temporal to open. Fingers are crossed, chat. Genuinely fingers are crossed. Hands in the air. I want some BPE, and I'm going to have a quick swig of my water before we continue. That's the good stuff. Here we go. We have a Duosion. We have our Carcoal. We got a rescue board. So this is, if you remember Escape Board, way back in the day of the Sun and Moon era. This is kind of Europe. This is kind of a side piece to that. So instinctively, retreat cost of the Pokemon that this card is attached to is 1 less. So on stuff like Rabsca, Manaphy, Jirachi, etc., etc. This is already fantastic. But if that Pokemon has got 30 HP or less, it has no retreat cost. So, you know, you'll be playing a dangerous game with Rescue Board, but at the same time, what's life without a little danger? Okay, our Reverse Holo is Rabsca. I'm very happy with that, which means we can now play a blinged out 1-1 line of Relor to Rabsca. Reverse Holo Mightyena. Yep, no, that's not good. And the rare of the pack is going to be another Whimsicott. Oh, that was a dud. So, on to the next pack. We've got Pineco. We've got Ekans. We've got Boltund. Reverse Holo Perilous Jungle. Reverse Holo Delcatty. And the rare of the pack is going to be... Oh my god. Oh, another Whimsicott. We're halfway through the last 4 packs and 2 Whimsicotts? 2 Whimsicotts. Come on, man. We need some BPE. Come on. Bronzor. Roselia. Unpheasant. Reverse Holo Iron Jugulus. You know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. Reverse Holo Dealing. And the rare of the pack is going to be under Koridon to complete the playset. Okay. If we're going to be playing an ancient deck, might as well put in some Koridon. But here we go. Final pack of Temporal Forces for the night. The final pack. Fingers are crossed. We have Relor, Finazon, Excadrill, Reverse Holo Skitty, Reverse Holo Arbok, and the rare of the pack is going to be an Incineroar EX. And you know what? I am more than happy with that. We've got Hustle Play, so attacks used by... again, I'll have a quick look-see at that one. I'm not straining my bloody eyes. There we go. Hustle Play. Attacks used by this Pokemon cost a colorless less for each of your opponent's benched Pokemon, which forces them to play a low bench game unless they want to get slapped. And then you got Blaze Blast. 240. Your opponent's active is now burned. 260 is what that's doing. And then if you can combine that with one of the good Toracats we've got at the moment, it makes Relicanth a really good play. I think genuinely Relicanth Incineroar EX is going to be a very interesting deck to use. It's going to be fun. And then we got another Reverse Holo Iron Jugulus. This is the best one we've got at the moment, without a shadow of a doubt. Okay, let's check out the bundles. Expansions. Okay, here we go. So let's check out the card gallery. What did we not find? We didn't find a single Roserade, which, you know, I'm not too upset about. It's not the greatest card. Didn't find any Nuzleaf. We did, however, get a Shiftry. So choose 3 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. If you do, shuffle all opponent's bench Pokemon that you didn't choose and all cards into their deck. Yeah, but no knockouts, which is upsetting. We didn't find any Cottony, which is hilarious because we almost got a playset of Whimsicott. Let's see. We didn't find any Iron Leaves. No Iron Leaves EX. with Rapid Veneer. I actually pulled the golden version of this SOB in real life. And, yeah, I like that a lot. Flare Strike, I mean... here we go. Blaze Blitz. This Pokemon cannot use Blaze Blitz again until it leaves the active spot. Oh, is that it? Really? Oh, okay, so I'm not exactly missing out on much with that one. Didn't get any of the Kavana, but that's alright. You're only evolving it. Didn't get any of the new Raichu. Collateral Bolt. This attack will do 50 damage for each Pokemon that has any damage counters on it. If I have a quick look-see at Rabska. From your opponent's Pokemon. Yep. Rabska does not protect your own bench from your own attacks. Mr. Mime, it is not. The Wugtrio EX. You got Tricolor Pump. Discard up to 3 energy cards from your hand. This attack will do 60 to one of your opponent's Pokemon for each energy card you discarded in this way. And then you got Numbing Hold, 120, can't retreat. Okay, that's not too terrible. It actually has some potential, to be quite fair. What else did we not pull? We didn't pull Rabombi. During your next turn, if the defending Pokemon is knocked out, you take 2 more prize cards. That's, the thing is, with so much Switch going about the place, it's not reliant. It can be fun, it can be fun, but it's not reliant. We didn't pull any of the, I pulled one of these today. I actually genuinely pulled one of these today, Iron Crown EX. This is going to also be a staple, even in, like, the most one prize centric, like, future decks. 1 or 2 Iron Crown to push that damage. You are not going to go, you're not going to go a future deck without seeing one of these, unless they are strictly going for the one prize game. But attacks used by your future Pokemon, except Iron Crown EX itself, will do 20 more damage to your opponent's active. And you know what? Can't complain about that. We didn't get any of the new Drill Bell. We no Digs. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, during your turn you may search your deck for up to 3 basic fighting energy cards and discard them. That works well with the Garganacl and the Sandy Shocks EX that came out in the last set. We did not get any of the new Golurk. So, Iron Defense, flip a coin if heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon. Or you got Fighting Fist, 100 for 4. It's a bit expensive for my liking. I would have liked it to have been 3, but 120, and then if you're fighting an EX or V, 120 more, 240. And if you hit for weakness, then, yeah, guess what? It's just dying. It's just dying straight away. What else do we not get? We didn't get any of the new Mudsdale. And I'm not surprised it's not a great card. Attach a basic to each of your bench Pokemon. Okay, you know what? That's actually not a terrible attack. I wish it was on a basic. Yep, here we go. We didn't get any of the other great tasks. No land collapses here. So discard the top card of your opponent's deck. If you played an ancient supported the card from your hand during this turn, draw 3 more. So anything from that Explorer's Guidance to Professor Sada, you're discarding 4 cards from your opponent's top deck. And to be quite fair, if you like playing Mill, that is gonna be your kind of deck. We've got Sandy Shocks. For 1, you can do 90, but it's not affected by weakness, but it is affected by resistance, which is a pain in the tartars. But thankfully, not a lot is resisting fighting at the moment. So, you know what? If you can pull off Magnetic Burst, which is your 1 for 90, it's not terrible. Is it going to be your go-to attacker every single game? God, no. But if you can get like a cheeky wee little KO and only put a 1 prizer in play, you know, it's not bad. Also, it's an ancient Magneton. You can't complain. We also did not pull any of the Iron Boulder EX, which is a shame because this is also one of my I think go-to future Pokemon if you're playing the 2 prize game. You've got Repulsor Axe for fighting in the colorless, 60 damage, but again, if you're playing 2 prizes, you've got Iron Crown, you've got Futuristic User Energy Capsule, you can do a lot of damage with Repulsor Axe. And remember, if the thing is still in the active and your opponent attacks into it, even if it's knocked out, you put 8 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. And 8 damage counters, which is 80 damage, does go a long way. What else? So we got the Ekans, got the Arbok. Didn't pull any of the Gengar. So you got Ignoring Curse whenever your opponent attaches an energy card from their hand to one of their Pokemon to damage counters onto it. And then Tricky Steps, 160, You may move an energy from your opponent's active to one of their benched. You may be asking why the hell you want to do that, so it forces your opponent to put more energy on the active. Didn't get any of the new Farigiraf. I've pulled one of these IRL. You got Armor Tail, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's basic Pokemon EX, except for Walking Wake. Except for fucking Walking Wake. Then you got your Dirty Beam. This attack does 30 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, 160. To be quite fair, it protects itself on the bench due to being a terrestrialized Pokemon. It's dark, so it can hit some things super effectively. The 30 damage can make a lot of difference, and other than Walking Wake, Armor Tail does a lot of heavy lifting. So you know what? I'm not complaining. Managed to pull a Scizor EX in real life, the full art one, but not in this time. So double colorless 70 will take 50 less from attacks, which is actually not bad. Double steel 120, discard up to 2. Again, Scizor EX and Metang are made for each other. We did not pull any of the other. We didn't pull any of the new Miridon EX. I did. You got Repulsion Bolt. If your opponent's active Pokemon already has any damage counters on it, it's about 100 more, so you're doing 160 for 2. Great. I mean, you have to play 2 different types of energy, but if you're doing a future box deck, you're playing multiple different types of basic energy in the first place, and you can put damage counters on very, very easily with Iron Valiant EX. Repulsion Bolt effectively will be doing 280, but then if you can get like a futuristic booster energy capsule, Iron Crown, etc, etc, you are pushing that damage up higher and higher to 200, 220, to even 240. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Again, Raging Bolt is gonna be interesting to see, especially alongside Sandy Shock's EX, and potentially even Garganacl is one of the what's the word I'm looking for here? One of the pre-built decks that you can get in PTCGL at the moment. Bellowing Thunder for 70 times the amount of basic energy you discard from all of your Pokemon. So that's why I say with Garganacl and with Sandy Shocks, so that you can just accelerate fighting energy a whole bunch. And then you only play like 2 to 3, maybe even 4 if you're desperate, of electric energy. Yep, it's a good thing I didn't go over Licky Licky. That thing is terrible. The Noctowl isn't great, but it is a stage 1. And that's the thing, you're playing a stage 1 for that attack. It's not spectacular. We didn't get any of the Pidove though. Pidove is actually really interesting because they've effectively future-proofed the little bastard. So once during your turn, if the Pokemon's remaining HP is 30 or less, you can search your deck for an Unpheasant or an Unpheasant EX, put it onto this Pidove to evolve it, then shuffle your deck. And the thing is, it doesn't state that you can't do it the turn it comes into play. If you can somehow find a way of putting 2 damage counters on your own Pokemon, you can evolve Pidove up into Unpheasant or Unpheasant EX right away. So if there is an Unpheasant EX in the future, and if there is a way of really, really manipulating your own damage, Gabejaw Bog. Yes, Gabejaw Bog is like the first thing that pops into your mind. So yeah, Pidove, Gabejaw Bog in the future could genuinely be pretty awesome if the Unpheasant EX itself turns out to be pretty spectacular. But the Unpheasant we got at the moment, we've got double colorless opposing wins for 70. You may put 2 energy attached to your opponent's active back into the hand. That's pretty nice. So unless you're fighting something that genuinely accelerates energy from the hand, such as Shenpao Baxcalibur, this is going to really hurt them. And then you got Boundless Power, 180. Okay, you can't attack during the next turn, but guess what? Free Retreat means you don't give a flyer about that one. Literally, you don't give a flyer. So you know what? Unpheasant, if there is a good Unpheasant EX in the future, may see some play. We got the Iron Jugular, got the Ancient Booster. Here we go. Here's one of the ace specs we didn't get. Oh, sorry, Awakening Drum. I called it Drum of Awakening, didn't I? So it was effectively the same thing. You draw a card for each of your ancient Pokemon in play. So if you can fill your bench, as well as your active, full of ancient Pokemon, you're going to be drawing a lot of cards. Minimum 4, maximum 6. That is and the thing is, it's an item. It is an item. You're playing an item to draw cards to play supporter. Yes, that is as stupid as it sounds, which is probably why it's an ace spec. We got the brand new supporter, Bianca's Devotion. Heal all damage from one of your Pokemon that has 30 HP or less remaining. Again, you're playing into damage manipulation. We got Boxed Order. Search your deck for 2 item cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, but then your turn ends. It's like, I think you'd have to be a bit desperate for that one. Buddy-Buddy Poffin, we've already gone over. Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking, one of the best cards in the entire set, I genuinely would reckon. You get to choose 2 of your cards, shuffle the deck, and then you put those 2 cards back in order. It's Mallow. Mallow saw a lot of play for that exact reason. Airy we got. This is going to be amazing in control decks. Your opponent reveals the hand. You can discard up to 2 item cards you find there. Remember, tools do not count as items, but if you discard the correct items, you're just going to like hurt your opponent anyway. We've got 4 copies of Explorer's Guidance. Yeah, look at the top 6, 2 into the hand, discard the 4. Plus you discard this. You're building up Roaring Moon, a whole bunch there. Future Booster, Heavy Baton. More ace specs. We've got Hero Cape. The Pokemon this card is attached to gets 100 HP more. So, yeah. It's basically luxurious cape without a downside. Then we got Master Ball, which as I said before is just Ultra Ball minus your cost. So search your deck for Pokemon, reveal it, put it straight into your hand. Bang. Then you got your Max Belt. Attacks used by the Pokemon this card is attached to will do 50 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon EX. I wish it was 50 to an EX and like 10 to, anything other than an EX. The fact that it says EX means that it is very... Yes, we're in an EX heavy meta, but if any Pokemon V do come back into the fold, Maximum Belt's not going to be useful. Morty's Conviction we saw, Perilous Jungle, Prime Catcher, the Prime Ace spec most people are going to go for. Switch in one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active. If you do, you have to switch one of your you're active with one of your benched. Great card. Genuinely great card. People are going to be after this thing, falling over themselves. And then Neo Upper Energy. That was the one I was thinking about earlier. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides 1 colorless energy. And if this card is attached to Stage 2, it provides 2 rainbow energy. Very few decks are going to utilize this. Tinkaton EX is one of them. But I would rather build up Tinkaton EX with something like Xatu rather than Neo Upper. But okay, but here's what I was talking about before. So there's the dealing. There's the Source Buck. Do you see what I mean? It just like folds into itself, and then you can just keep like repeating them over and over and over again. It's great. Great. And there's the Snom. I adore this Snom. This is like the perfect Snom card. And Snom is already a cute little gummy as it is. Charger Bug we didn't get. The Cutie Fly we didn't get, although I'm a big fan of this one as well. The Excadrill, again, it's such a shame that this Excadrill is so bloody awful. But it is adorable. Aww. The Mudsdale we didn't get, again, not great, but... Again, not a great Pokemon, but you know what? The artwork is great. What else? The Arbok, that Arbok art, no word of a lie, is probably one of my favorite trainer galleries of this whole set. I've pulled this Ghastly IRL. I have actually pulled this Ghastly IRL. It is as cool as it looks. It is as cool as it looks. Love the Metagross as well. The Meltan. Oh, look how happy they are. Look how happy they are. The Lickitung. The Chatot. Again. I know there's an Easter egg here. I know about the Easter egg, isn't it? Like. No. Look, the thing is, I know there's a musical Easter egg when it comes to Chatot. I just can't remember what it is because A, I can't read music, and B, I'm an idiot. So if you know the Easter egg, you know the Easter egg. Congratulations. But that's still a great artwork. The new Minccino. I must admit, actually, I prefer the Minccino clay statue. But the Shinshino is absolutely adorable. Pulled this Dramper IRL, I will admit. Torterra EX. There's another Pokemon we actually didn't pull. Torterra EX. I pulled the half art in real life. This thing looks like it could genuinely be the Charizard killer. So you got Forest Marsh, so your attack will do 30 damage for each of your grass Pokemon in play. You play this with the Kricketune that increases grass Pokemon's HP. You're looking at 380 HP. And all of that for 1 energy. Torterra's great. Torterra's genuinely amazing. Iron Leaves EX, we've already gone over. Incineroar, we've gone over. Garage and Fire went over. Walking Wake. Wugtrio. This is the Wugtrio I pulled IRL. I actually managed to pull the full art. The Iron Crown. Iron Boulder. It's simple, but it's efficient. That is such a nice Gengar. The Farigiraf. There's the Scizor I pulled IRL. Such a cool bloody Pokemon. I hate the fact that it's goddamn shiny is green though. Hate it. There's the Raging Bolt I pulled IRL as well. Super cool. Don't care for Bianca's Devotion. I'm indifferent to Cypher Maniac, I'll be completely honest. That's the area I pulled. God damn, she's so bloody cool. She is really bloody cool. Explorer's Guidance, Morty's Conviction, Salvatore, Iron Leaves EX, Gouging Fire, Walking Wake, Iron Crown, Iron Boulder, Raging Bolt, Bianca's Devotion. Again, I'm so in... Look, the thing is, I love Generation 5, and I love Bianca's character growth. I'm just not one of these, like, really thirsty simp people who, you know, will basically sell blood to get a card. You know what I mean? However, I will say, that is a really bloody cool, airy pose. And I love the fact that all of the Pokeballs she uses are heal balls. It doesn't fit at all, but it's incredible. Morty's Conviction, love that. Also, that's not healthy, dude. I don't think having a Gengar live in your shadow is particularly healthy. No wonder why you have to wear a bloody scarf all the time. Salvatore, love the artwork. Not the biggest fan. Love the 8-bit. Callback there. That's the Iron Leaves I pulled. This is the Iron Leaves I pulled. And yes, it is that gaudy in real life. And yes, I am going to blind people with it. Gouging Fire, Walking Wake. It's basically all your headliners that got gold cards this time around. Iron Crown, Iron Boulder, Raging Bolt. And then we're right back up to the start with Cypher. So I'll be honest, all in all, we pulled a good number of stuff. We did pull a good number of stuff. But I'm going to spend 1,120 crystals to open 6 more packs. Because I'm nuts like that. So here we go, 350 credits. So here we go, 6 more packs. The final 6 packs. What are we going to get? We got Beldum, Snom, his skateboard, Full Metal Laboratory Reverse Hollow, I'm glad I bought the 6 packs now. No, it's not even the full art. It's the Trainer Gallery Morty's Conviction. Fuck. And another Dunsparce. What a goddamn pack. What a pack. What a pack. Dunsparce and the Trainer Gallery Morty. Even if the other 5 packs turn out to be duds, we're coming out of this very, very happy. So what do we got? We got Slugma Ball. No. Lickitung, Golurk, Reverse Hollow Mudsdale, Reverse Hollow Futuristic Booster Energy Capsule, and the red pack is going to be another Fluttermane for 100 more credits. Yay. We got Ponyta, Center Scorch, Rapidash, Reverse Hollow Sandy Sharks, very cool. The Trainer Gallery Mudsdale, which is also really cool, and another Fluttermane. Wow, I'm really glad I bought the 6 now. On to the next one. We've got Relor, Charger Bug, Mist Energy, Reverse Hollow Buddy-Buddy Poffin, the Trainer Gallery Source. Really, man? Really? Wow. Okay. And Roaring Moon. 100 more credits. We're hitting hit after hit after hit here. God damn. So that means the last 2 packs are going to be utter dog water. We got Relor, Tranquil, Center Scorch, Reverse Hollow Torracat, Reverse Hollow Medicham, and the red pack is going to be a Macargo. Yep. I really do wish one of the previous packs were going to be the last one. But let's have a look-see. What are we going to get? We got a Noctowl. We got another Dunsparce. We got Boxed Order. We got Reverse Hollow Bronzor. Reverse Hollow Haunter. Rare the pack. A Drampa. So we started off strong and ended off weak. A big oof, my guy. But yeah, Runaway Draw is so good because it doesn't say when you evolve you have to do this. So you can just have Dunsparce, you can have just the Dunsparce sat around. It takes a little bit of a kicking. What's that? You're about to take a prize card? Wrong! So cool. It's so bloody cool. I must admit, I love the Dunsparce. I know it's not particularly great, both at VGC and TCG, but this may go some way towards helping that. And the new Dunsparce is actually spectacular. Okay, dig for 30 on a coin flip, you're immortal, basically. Okay, maybe not the greatest thing, and not the most reliable, but you've got 60 HP, you've got free retreat, you can't complain, and then you can go into a bit of a draw engine. So you combine this with Nemona and Nemona's backpack, you can draw a shitload of cards. That's so cool. I could spend the 2,500 on the Iron Leaves, but maybe another time. Right then, chat. Right then. Nope. Yeah, no. Okay, that's definitely not worth it. I mean, flat out dash isn't terrible, but it's got 1 retreat cost. The thing is, the Cyclozar I like using can draw you 2 cards and has got 110 HP and free retreat. So if you're going to use like a chumpy like draw Pokemon, that's definitely the one to go for. Right then, chat. Right then. That's going to bring an end to the stream. Hope you've had a lovely time. I'm going to run a quick 1-minute advertisement, and when we come back, I'll talk about what's happening over the next couple of days. So chat, I'll see you in a minute's time. Sorry about this, just replying. Pete's sakes. Why in fuck's name? I don't understand why English US and English UK are 2 separate languages on the iPhone. But anyway, we're here with our commercial. Thank you very much for being around, chat. Hopefully you've had a nice time. I know it's just been nothing but opening up card packs, but we managed to pull some really interesting stuff. We actually managed to pull some really interesting stuff. And also while I'm here, let's see if there's anything new in terms of like hairstyles or whatever. No. Like glasses? Nope. God damn it, they keep doing all of these updates and they just don't give us anything new that I'm after. How's this? Lunar New Year? Nope, not interested. Yeah, nothing new there. What about your bottoms? Come on, give me a nice pair of jeans. I don't want sweatpants. I don't wear sweatpants, goddammit. Or leggings. I don't have the legs for leggings. Okay, we're back. We are back from advertising. So, chat, so, what's happening over the next couple of days as I scroll through the shoes? Over the next couple of... Well, there's no stream tomorrow. Okay, there's no stream tomorrow as I am spending the night with my good lady on on a Discord call, and well, yeah. As I'm spending my time with my good lady, and anything? No. I wish there was a bloody option to skip poses at the end of a fight. But yeah, no, I'll be spending the evening with my good lady. And yeah, we should hopefully be back on Friday. I'm not sure what with. We may go back to doing Yu-Gi-Oh! We may come back to some PTCGL and open up even more booster packs, as well as checking out a basically one of our very first Temporal Forces decks. Now look, don't get me wrong, I do want to play Ancient. I do want to play Ancient, and I do want to play Future. However, everybody and their bloody mother is going to do that. So do you know what I'm going to do, chat? I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to go against the grain, and the first deck we're going to build is we're going to build ourselves a bloody Poffin deck. I'm going to reenact my old Crabominable deck, and we're going to play some goddamn Poffin combined with some healing, because I'm not going to lie, that is going to be funny as hell. So yeah, so the next time we do PTCGL will be with Poffin. But of course I do genuinely have my eye set on doing like Future and Ancient decks as well, because they do look like they're going to be a lot of fun and very, very powerful. And don't forget, EUIC is this weekend, I think. EUIC is this weekend. This is the first major tournament, where Temporal Forces is going to be a legal set. The rotation has happened. Mew VMAX has fucked off, the exact same as Escape Rope, Level Ball, Battle VIP Pass, fucking yes, lad! As well as a bunch of other very powerful cards and archetypes, such as Fusion, Rapid, and Single Strike. We're gonna see a brand new era being played right in front of us, and I can't wait. Right then, chat, before we go offline, I'm going to drop links once again to the Discord and the YouTube. So if you want to keep up to date with goings on behind the scenes, in fact, hang on a minute. Okay, I would love to. Okay, so hold on. I would love to. Okay, there we go. So third time's the bloody charm. So if you want to keep up to date with goings on behind the scenes, new emotes, animations, etc., as well as interact with an amazing, amazing community, you know exactly where to find us upon our Discord server. And if you want to go back in time and rewatch a bunch of old Captain Steel stuff, you know exactly where to find us on the YouTube channel. And if you could also subscribe to it, that would be very, very beneficial, and it would help us out immensely. Thank you very much, Lee. We have just started uploading the Fire Emblem Path of Radiance playthrough. We did, a couple years ago? Oh shit, God, that ages me a touch. A couple years ago. I've uploaded the Mario 64 playthrough, the Sonic the Hedgehog playthrough, a couple of the art streams, a load of PTCGO way back in the day, Wario World as well we've also uploaded. So yeah, you've got plenty to sink your teeth into, and plenty more to sink your teeth into in the future. Anyway, chat, that's going to be my time. I need to hit the hay because I've got work in the morning. So, as always, chat, I hope you had a lovely time. Please look after yourselves, have a wonderful evening, and above all else, and if you know the saying of the channel, please say it with me. When life gives you garbage, grab life by the throat, and you make it feel the steel! Make it feel the steel. We're back on Friday, potentially, with a stream. What we're going to be streaming, I'm not 100% sure of yet, so keep your eye on the Discord server to find out what it'll be. Chat, have yourself an amazing evening, please look after yourselves, and until we see each other again, have yourself a lovely evening, and goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.